Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're tackling something that is quite literally on every professional's mind right now, navigating the modern job market. Let's just picture this for a second. Imagine you're walking into a job interview tomorrow. Or let's fast forward a bit. Say you're in an interview room in the year 2026. You're feeling super confident, right? Your resume is just perfectly polished. You sit down, make eye contact, and the interviewer looks across the table, smiles, and asks,
Cue the total panic. You know what ChatGPT is, of course. We all keep up with the news, and you totally get that it's this monumental shift in how we work. But maybe your actual day-to-day role just hasn't required you to use it hands-on yet. So your mind immediately starts racing. Does this mean it's game over? Are you going to lose out on this job just because you're not some expert developer?
Well, let's talk about the new interview reality and what employers actually want right now.
Okay, let's dive into this. Take a collective deep breath with me because the answer to those fears is a massive no. Look, today's employers, they aren't expecting you to be some hardcore machine learning expert. They're looking for adaptability. So why this sudden massive shift in literally every single interview? 2 words, intense competition. Customers expect service way faster than they did even a couple of years ago. Projects need significantly quicker turnarounds. And let's face it, budgets are tighter than ever. So to survive, businesses are leaning hard on AI to automate those highly repetitive tasks and just help their existing teams work far more efficiently.
And because of these intense business pressures, what recruiters prioritize has fundamentally shifted. Think about it. The core interview question used to simply be, can you do the job? Like, do you have the basic required skills? But today, the absolute new baseline for everyone is, can you do the job with AI? That right there is the true underlying question behind every single interview you're going to walk into from now on.
So, we're talking about replacing tasks, not people, and finding that crucial balance.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we mean. Whenever this topic comes up, people get terrified that AI is just going to replace every employee in the building. But the really reassuring truth here is that AI replaces tasks. It doesn't replace entire professions. It takes over the repetitive parts of your day, not human ingenuity. Think about a warehouse manager, right? The human manages the highly complex physical reality of the inventory and leads the team, while the AI simply forecasts demand based on historical data. Or take a marketer. They bring the vital strategy, the actual creativity to build a campaign, while the AI just speeds up that initial content creation phase. Or a system administrator who fundamentally maintains the critical servers, while AI just helps them diagnose technical issues a bit faster. The absolute key takeaway here is that employees who actually take the time to learn AI become significantly more valuable to a company, not less.
Let's look at what recruiters actually want, going way beyond the code.
So if they aren't planning on replacing you with a robot, what are recruiters actually looking for? I promise you, they aren't hunting for programmers to fill non-technical roles. What they are aggressively hunting for are 5 core qualities: your ability to learn new tools quickly, how you save time with automation, and how you can dramatically improve daily productivity. They want people who can solve everyday business problems using tech, and honestly, above all else, people who will just keep learning as that technology rapidly evolves. These traits are what truly matter right now, across absolutely every single industry.
All right, so how do we build the winning AI mindset and completely flip the script?
Succeeding in the modern interview really means flipping the script on how you approach that dreaded AI question. It's not about having years and years of experience, it's about how you frame your learning journey. When asked about their AI experience, the most common response candidates give is, well, I've never used AI. And hey, while it's an honest answer, it's a total dead end. It just halts the conversation cold, it shows zero initiative, and it immediately puts you at a huge disadvantage compared to the next candidate who walks through that door.
But imagine, instead, looking the interviewer right in the eye and saying, I'm actively learning AI tools like Notebook LM, Canva AI, Claude, and automation platforms like Make and NNN. Now, what's really interesting about this approach is how it completely changes the entire dynamic of the room. It perfectly demonstrates your curiosity, your high adaptability, and this genuine eagerness to apply new skills to real-world business situations. You're basically handing them the exact forward-thinking mindset they are desperately looking for on a silver platter.
And the best part? You can start small with absolutely no expensive courses required.
Now you might be wondering, okay, how do I even start learning all those platforms so I can actually say that confidently in an interview? Well, the secret is that you do not need some huge corporate training budget or a ridiculously expensive boot camp. 30. That is the magic number. If you commit to spending literally just 30 minutes a day exploring one single free tool on the internet at a time, your entire professional trajectory is going to change. We're talking just half an hour on your lunch break, or maybe after dinner. Within a single month, you will have practical, hands-on experience that you can confidently discuss in any interview room.
Because at the end of the day, the future doesn't belong to people who know everything right now. It belongs to the people who never stop learning. If you're serious about preparing for the future of work, you've got to take that first step. So to help you do exactly that, make sure you tune in to the next part of the series where we're going to cover 25 specific AI interview questions you absolutely need to know. Until then, I'm going to leave you with this little thought experiment. What is one highly repetitive task you did today that you could try automating tomorrow?